Well, good morning, everybody. It's Mitch, just back from the gym. And I've just completed kind of a time-consuming personal investigation into all of this YouTube's trying to kill us stuff. And I've reached a conclusion, my conclusion, and I'm going to share it with you right now. The shirt says it all. One thing I noticed about 10 days ago was that the new videos that I were putting out were getting far fewer views than the ones I put out a month before, when I first brought this channel back to life. And I wanted to find out why. Because when that kind of thing happens, you start asking questions. What's going on here? Do people just not like me anymore? Well, this is what happened to me. YouTube put my videos out to a huge number of people right off the bat. And what I'm going to do here, and what I'm going to show you, is I'm going to go into my analytics. And in my analytics, I'm going to go into advanced mode. Okay? And I want you to see something here. This is the last 28 days. This is August 20th. This is September 16th. It's kind of obvious what happened to me. It's kind of obvious because in this first period of time, and it actually started around August the 10th, you can see that I got 15,000 views on one video in one day. And this has been my most popular video, and this is the one about the chuck steak in the slow cooker. It's still going, and it's still getting more views than any of my other videos. It's 140,000 views right now. But you can see right about this point right here, right around the end of August, August 29th, all of a sudden, boom, everything just went down, and it's gone down and down and down, and then it leveled off right about here. And this is where I started to notice that my videos are getting between 2, 3, 4, maybe 5,000 views total, instead of 20, 30, 50, 100. And I panicked. I said, what the hell's going on here? What am I doing wrong? So I started researching. I started watching a lot of these insider videos about how YouTube works and how their algorithm works. And one of the main themes was that it is in YouTube's best interest to pretty well give every new channel a real shot to see if they may have the next star, the next big earner for them. Give them a big shot, and then watch their subscriber count. And once they're not a newborn anymore and don't need any more help walking, YouTube just cuts back on the number of impressions and figures that their growing subscriber base will take over eventually, and in the long run, this channel will succeed. So basically what it means is that YouTube has taken the training wheels off right in here. And that's what they did. Now I'm going to throw a second metric on this particular chart, and I'm going to throw impressions on it. Now, this is no coincidence that the number of views, which are the purple line that I got, actually tracks directly with the number of impressions that YouTube put out there. And the only difference in the spread here is a video of mine that maybe got more click-through rate, a higher percentage. And the click-through rate, as you can see on the last part of this chart, 5.9%, 4.3, 6, 6.3. But, you know, I have had some videos that went as high as 14.6. That tells me that whatever I did in that video's title and thumbnail got a lot more people's attention. But on average, it's 5, 6, 7% is an average click-through rate. And the thing that determines my traffic, the number of views that I get, even with a ton of subscribers, is the number of impressions that YouTube puts out there for me on that video to people that don't know who I am and discover me. That's where my new subscribers come from every day. And it's the only way a YouTube channel can grow. Because if new people aren't being introduced to your channel by having your video show up in their feed because it might align itself with some of their interests, then believe me, YouTube knows everything about what you're interested in and your viewing habits because you watch videos on YouTube. So this shows me that it was nothing that I did. It was just that Google took the training wheels off and they said, okay, this guy appears to be doing okay and he's just going to be on his own now. So that shows me that the loss of viewers in the last couple of weeks didn't come from YouTube instituting any new policies to ban carnivores and keto channels from YouTube, because the policies that I went and researched are policies that talk about infectious disease misinformation and cancer misinformation. And those policies are designed to stop these people that keep claiming, number one, these wild cures for cancer, which are clearly bogus, and second, to stop the anti-COVID vaccine messaging, which, is not what I think a great idea, but it is Google's and YouTube's bowing to the global powers that be in the World Health Organization and all that. But nowhere in what I could find in those policies, and I read them all, every word of them, could I find anything that talked about the shadow banning or the suppression of any information related to health other than the normal societal bias from the entire medical community and the government that's been going on for years and years against eating meat and for eating plants. And that bias is nothing new. It's already baked in to most of the algorithms that govern what gets shown on YouTube. And overall, I think that our message is actually growing. Maybe one day it'll create some concern, maybe not. But for the time being, I don't think we're going to be going anywhere. And as for me, I knew that I would never be able to expect that initial rate of growth that I had, because if that had continued, in 6 months, my channel would be as big as Ken Berry's channel, and I knew that that was not going to happen. I've been a YouTube content creator for over 5 years. I may be new to the carnivore space, but I am not new to YouTube. I've learned a tremendous about how YouTube operates, which is why I was able to successfully launch the carnivore theme in my channel. So I'll go back to Mitch in his "I may be wrong, but I don't think so" t-shirt to close this video out, and hopefully, other than some conversation about this subject on this coming Tuesday's live stream, I am not going to give it much more thought and go back to what's my primary focus here on this channel, and that is to further the knowledge and the spread of what I now call the evolutionary human diet. So, Mitch, back to you. Well, thank you, Mitch. Good job as usual. And I'll have to say that wraps that up. I think I'll sleep a little better. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to go on business as usual. I'm going to try to continue to make worthwhile content, which is the best thing that we can do to make sure that our content stays popular, makes money for YouTube, which really gets their attention and prompts their algorithms to want to push our stuff out there just a little more. So with that, I'm going to take the rest of the day off. It is Sunday, and I'd suggest that you do the same. But don't forget to eat meat.